So in this video, I just want to compare two different lead holders. I want to compare the premium deluxe, not that premium, but the fancy Staedtler 925-35 2mm lead holder versus a Wish.com knockoff. So first of all, we'll do the deluxe one. So this I think sells for about 20 bucks in Australian dollars. And the first thing that's easily noticeable about it is that because it's mostly metal and pretty high quality, it's got quite a good weight and heft to it. I like that in my pencils, so that was one of the things that I enjoy about it. This knurled grip is really nice and comfortable, and the inside of it is pretty quality as well. So it's, see, this is, I think, copper or brass. I think it might be brass tube that lead goes in. So that's all pretty nice. The other thing about this is the model before this, it didn't have a stepwise lead advancement, so this is stepwise. That previous model to this, it just had these claws that when you push the button would open and the whole lead could just fall out, which, I mean, if you wanted to extend a lot more lead at once, that was kind of cool, but I prefer the very smooth advancement feature. Other thing that's really neat is down here, you've got this little spinning sleeve, so you can mark what grade lead you've got in it. I've pretty much got 2B in all of them anyway, so it's not hugely important to me. But you can lock that in so it doesn't spin, which is important. Now, one of the biggest cons, I think, to this particular model is that Staedtler also sell a 2mm lead pointer, in which you would, again with the previous model, you would advance your lead into the semi-sharp or needle point hole. Then it would go in there and spin, and it would sharpen your lead. This doesn't fit in there, so that's a pretty big disappointment to me. I did have the previous model that did fit this, but I lost it. That's why I decided to upgrade, but I was pretty disappointed to find that this doesn't fit in there. So to combat that, I also got a whole bunch of these little sharpeners off Wish.com as well. So they've got a tiny little blade in there. So yeah, works the old-fashioned way. Cool, so that is the, what is it? The 925-35. The reason I like these over the finer point mechanical pencils is that you can be a bit more expressive with some of these. So that's mainly it. So that's that one. Now, off Wish.com, for a grand total of $5 with postage included, I got this, which doesn't have any brandings or markings or anything on it. So you can see it's quite similar. However, this is all plastic pretty much, except for this bit of knurled grip, which I'm not sure what metal it is, but it's not aluminium. Now, it's quite light because, again, that's plastic, and the barrel inside there is plastic. And this also has stepwise lead advancement. It does feel just cheaper a bit though. Now, it has the same lead marking window, but the window on this one doesn't. There's nothing to prevent it just turning around all the time, so kind of a little bit useless. I mean, again, not for me because I always use 2B, but if you're a person who's forgetful enough that you're ready to rely on these, or you've got 15 of them sitting on your bench, that could be an issue for you. Upside to this is that this does fit in the Staedtler lead pointer. So you put it in there, and you get a nice sharp lead. And it's got a little cigarette butt thing in there so you can wipe off excess lead. With this, you can get a very sharp point as well if you put it in a needly hole. Oh, I'm out of lead. That's wise of me. Probably should have checked that before starting making a video. Anyway, so pros and cons. Main one, this is quite heavy and it's got a nice sort of premium feel, and especially in that knurled grip, it's really quite nice. But it doesn't fit the old pointer, so that kind of sucks. The other thing about this, because it's such high quality, it'll last you a lifetime, but if you lose it, they're expensive to replace. This one, well, it fits the pointer, and that's kind of handy for me, especially if you've got to keep it sharp all the time. That's just a bit more smooth than stopping to spin this. That doesn't spin, or doesn't stop spinning, and it's really lightweight, so it feels cheap. Good thing about it, though, if you do lose it, it's very cheap and inexpensive to replace. So if you're a very forgetful person who will lose it, then I recommend getting a cheaper one, and then it will fit this. But if you really do like that premium feel, then I would say that the Staedtler is worthwhile getting. So that's the sort of Staedtler and its knockoff. Now there's another brand of mechanical pencil called Rotring, which is red ring in German, and they make these premium sort of mechanical draftsman's pencils. Now I don't have a real Rotring to compare because they cost $50, but this one here, it's a wonderful brand called Red Circle instead of Red Ring. That it feels good. Like I would recommend if you like heavy pencils, this is a pretty good one for a really cheap knockoff. I really want to get the $50 premium one and compare what the sort of quality between this is to the real one, because this for $5 feels pretty awesome. So there you go. Wish.com is pretty decent for pencil. Okay, thank you for watching.